In England, people used to come into the camps we used to be staying in. No, there wasn't sites. So we'd move a place for a week, 3 days, 2 days, whatever long we'd get in it, off the council. And people used to come in and used to say, God, I love your life. You're so free, like you can go where you want. And he used to ask us about Ireland. We didn't know much about Ireland because we left it when we were only young. So we used to say, well, Ireland, yeah, it's a lovely place, it's all countryside, it's lovely to travel or whatever. But then we moved back 4 years ago, we found such a difference that we weren't allowed to move around, that we couldn't get our trailer and move around the countryside like we used to do in England. So we had no choice when we settled down.
I am a traveller born to be free, stripped of a culture, for no more will I see. I have travelled the country through hail, wind and snow with my horse and my wagon and all of my load. I've camped on the roadside, I've camped in the fields, I've roamed wild all over, even down by the sea. I've heard many a story, I've sang many a song by the campsite fires when the days were so long. Now the old way of living has come to an end, for the traveller has settled, but the road was my friend.
It was a great life when I was young. It was great. Travellers was very happy at that time, and it was a very, very good time. Because when you'd leave one camp, you could go to another camp, you pull in, nobody to bother you. And a load of travellers used to get together all this. There was no trailers, all wagons and tents on the side of the road, and everybody was lovely and happy.
You said it was the weather used to drive us to the road. When out in the yard, it was the 1st of March, and I could feel the longing for the road pressing over I was, making soles for shoes, you know, and boots and that. No, I said, no matter you give me the world, I had to get back to go from ditch to ditch again, you know.
It's the thing of having a caravan, moving around, moving with other travellers, and looking out, you can look out your windows, you don't feel trapped, like you're closed in. And I think it's lovely during the camps when they have a fire outside and all the men are sitting around, all the children is playing. There's more freedom, you feel more alive. Like you can go where you want, you can do what you want.
You're never ashamed of being a traveller.
Looking back, I often seen photographs of wagons and tents now, and you get a lonely feeling over you, you know, because the happiest times of my life, and I suppose my family's life, was living on the side of the road, because you felt you didn't belong to no certain place, you know, you were free.
Well, we took photographs of horses and traveller children to show the culture again in a positive way. So we mostly did it with kids to show that travelling children is very, very fond of horses. They love horses, they always go out playing with horses, and they always bring out water, feed the horses.
I think children learn a lot of responsibility of horses. When they had horses, they looked after them. They looked after them like a baby.
A traveller is not a traveller without a horse. They need their horses.
The road taught me an awful lot. The road taught me manners, you know. I wouldn't be as cute as what I am, only for the road. It was nice with an old wagon and horse, travelling years ago, taking your time from town to town, sitting up on the old footboard, driving the horse and thinking of old songs going along the road, you know. It was good to us because we had a bit of music. You know, we weren't millionaires or we weren't eating good every day. But I always thought we had more than the ordinary travelling person because we were able to go and get it with a bit of music. Do you know?
In Dunleary Street, where I knew well a butcher boy that I loved quite well, He courted me my life away, and with me now he will not stay. He took a strange girl on upon his knee. He told her things that he's once told me. He ran upstairs and the door he broke. He found me hanging on upon the rope. He pulled his...
Once upon a time in a small town in the west of Ireland there lived an old traveller man. He'd an old barrel-top wagon that was so beautifully designed that the chrome shined like the stars. He was very skilled and loved working. He was a good artist and had lots of beautiful drawings on his wagon. But he was a lonely man. He would sit at the fire in the evening, sometimes playing an old tune on his banjo and thinking of the old days when his wife and he were together. Why I've written these stories and poems is because schools fail to have the traveller culture placed in their schools. And one of my ambitions is to set up a library of traveller culture in each school around the country so that the culture won't die away, where we want this culture to stay with the travellers and not to be forgotten. So what my stories and poems will do is get settled people to recognise the culture and to accept it. And I suppose to teach it in the schools as well. And you know, because I think through stories and poems it'll link the traveller and the settled. And it's the only way to go.
I liked my travelling, I still do. We don't even think of the house. It's only a shelter to come back to for the winter.
But if it wasn't I hadn't a house, I'd love to be travelling. You know, I'd love to be able to go from town to town and country to country.
Travellers are seen as different and will always be seen as being different if travellers themselves don't stand up for what they believe in.
When we started on this documentary and started meeting people, talking to old travellers, we started knowing how special it is, how... I don't know how to put it into words.
Unique.
Yeah.
Go to sleep, my little tinker. Let all your troubles pass you by. For you have no place to camp now. Oh, that's the tinker's lullaby. Ever since you were a baby, cradled in your mother's shawl, society said they did not want you, but then you had no home at all. So go to sleep, my little tinker. Let all your troubles pass you by. For you have no place to camp now. Oh, that's a tinker's lullaby. Then your mother died and left you. You had to fend all alone. All in this land of saints and scholars, but still you had not got the home. Although your clothes are torn and raggy, and your hair is silvery grey, someday and go to heaven, and you will find a campground there. So go to sleep, my little tinker,